Okay, this is attempt number 2 to create this toolpath video. Apparently the first one didn't save, so I'm going to try this a second time. So at this point you should be in manufacturer mode. Gotta love all the distractions here. And your orientation of your coordinate system should be Z up, Y facing this way, and X facing this way. Alright, so first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that your tool library is loaded. So I did include a link in the assignment to show you how to load a tool library into your portal. So you're going to want to go to Manage Tool Library, and you're going to want to make sure that you have the WHS ShopBot here. If you don't, you're going to want to make sure your Google Drive is connected to your portal. You're going to want to download from the assignment on your iPad. Go to the desktop organizer, download ShopBot Tool Library. It's right here, .tools. Put it on your iPad in your downloads, and then you're going to want to open up that Manage Tool Library, and then right-click on Local, import the library, and then from your Google Drive, wherever you saved it, you're going to go ahead and you're going to load it. Okay. Once you load it, you'll see it here as WHS ShopBot. It's only one tool. It's a 1/4 inch flat ShopBot tool. Okay? So make sure you do that first. Then, we're only going to have 2 operations for this. Okay? So here we go. First operation, go to 3D. Then you're going to select up top, not adaptive clearing. Do not pick adaptive clearing, or I'll be here all day waiting for your part to finish. You're going to do pocket clearing. It's a much more aggressive, faster way of removing material when you're working with like a softer material like wood. Okay, so we're going to pick that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to remember all these tabs are the same as they've been when we were doing the metal on the keychain. The first tab is your tool. So go ahead and select. It's going to open up our library. Go to ShopBot and pick the only tool that's there, which is the 1/4 inch. Don't mess with any of these because these are all of our feeds and speeds. I already set those for you. Go to Geometry. Change Machining Boundary to Selection. Now we got to define the perimeter for Fusion to look for all of these pockets that we have in here. So I like to pick the bottom edge because that's the easiest way to define the perimeters. Right? See all the green perimeters? Now it's going to look for all these pockets, and it's like a fence. Think of it as a fence for a yard. You're saying, hey, look inside all of these different yards. So that's kind of what this is trying to accomplish. All right, if I go to heights, I'm going to leave those alone because this operation automatically looks for the bottom of the model, so like the bottom of this floor and this floor and this floor. So I'm going to leave that alone. The 4th tab, I do have to make 2 changes. One is how deep the tool is allowed to go. I'm going to say 0.25. The next change I'm going to make is to turn off stock to leave because I want it to go all the way to these finished surfaces. I don't want it to leave any material. And then my final linking tab, I'm going to change my ramp to a plunge because I want it to plunge in. I don't have to worry about the helix because this is a soft material. So I'm not worried about breaking the tool in the same sense that I would if it was a hard, dense material like metal or steel. So I think that should be it for this pocket operation. I'm going to hit OK, and then we can watch it preview. You will get a warning, and it's only because we're plunging, and generally Fusion doesn't like plunging because it worries about the tool breaking, but we're in soft material, so that's okay. The final operation here that we're going to do is a contour, which is going to cut out these pieces from the solid piece. So we're going to go to 2D. We're going to go down to contour. Same 5 tabs. We can leave this alone. It already is going to select the previous tool. I'm going to go to Geometry, and I'm going to again pick those 4 You may be more or less for you depending on how many pieces, but I'm going to pick the bottom edge. You might want to look at it from a top view to make sure that these red arrows are on the outside of your blue selection. If it is not, click the arrow and jump it to the outside. Third tab, I do need to make a change because it says I want the tool to start at the stock top and I want it to end at the stock bottom. But that's not far enough because I got to really make sure it's going to cut all the way through, so I'm going to offset an additional negative 0.05. Make sure those numbers are correct. The fourth tab, I want to not go down in one single cut. I'm going to go down in multiple depths by 0.25. And then my final linking is going to ramp so that it goes down at an angle of 2 degrees. I can minimize these arrows so I can see my OK if I can't see it on my screen. Sometimes it goes down too far. And then I'm going to hit OK. You'll see a preview in red lines and blue lines of that toolpath. If I want to highlight holding Shift both of these toolpaths, and then right click and simulate, I could do that. I can press play down here and I can watch it cut. I'll slide through and you can see all of those previewed paths. Alright, that is it. Looks like my recording worked this time. I'm going to hit stop recording and that should get you through. At this point you can post your public link and this should be downloadable to me and I can check it and run your part. Thanks for watching.